Today, I'm going to be setting up my fitness and wellness goals for the month of August, as well as decorating a few of the pages in my Passion Planner daily planner. So stay tuned. Hey guys, I'm Tracy and I want to welcome you all back to my channel. For those of you that are here for the first time, welcome. So yes, today I am in my fitness planner. I am currently using this small size Passion Planner daily, and I am going to be setting up some fitness and nutrition goals for the month. Yes, I am filming this on the 6th of August, so I guess technically we'll start them as soon as I can, but Monday probably sounds like a better plan for me. So yeah, we'll be starting it in week 2, but that's fine. That's fine. And then after that, I'm going to be decorating a few of my daily pages, mostly this side. I'm going to probably do a few different things here. I think I'm going to do a heavy washi tape spread. Then I think I'm going to be doing a spread where I'm going to somehow put some of these magazine clippings in there. And then I think I'm just going to do maybe a sticker heavy spread. So yeah, if that sounds interesting to you, then keep watching. All right, so I am going to be back and making an actual goals page. When I moved into this particular planner back in June, I started using their Game Changer goals page, which is like a one pager right before the calendar, and you kind of focus on one game-changing goal per month. So I was using that, but I really need to focus on several areas when it comes to fitness, wellness, and nutrition. So I'm moving back to how I did it in my previous planners and just creating a whole goals page. And fortunately, there are blank pages in the back. So let's kind of just start chatting about what my goals, or should I say my focus areas, are going to be for the month of August. And I will say that they are going to be very, very soft goals. I am not going to be super stringent. They are just things to kind of strive for when I set my weekly plans up, as well as when I'm feeling lazy and I need some kind of motivation, right? So when it comes to workouts or fitness, I definitely want to get back into strength training. That is something that I absolutely love doing. And, I had taken quite a long break from it due to several reasons. One was like neck and back pain. I still have a lot of tightness. I'm getting massage therapy for that. It's helping. But, and then there's been some other reasons, and I had tried to switch to doing bar and yoga. I just get bored with that. So I am ready to start incorporating strength training back into my workouts. So that is kind of the goal. Ideally, I would probably like to do about 3 workouts a week. So we'll see if we can get to that. And other areas, I still want to incorporate at least 1 yoga class a week. I could add a bar class. Maybe I will do 2 strength training with weights and then 1 bar class, trying to focus on those small muscles. So we'll see. And then I definitely need to focus on the stretching. I told you, still have a lot of muscle tightness. So I definitely need to focus on that. I want to incorporate it as part of my AM and my PM routine, as well as, following my workouts. All right, so let's chat about nutrition. I know that I'm chatting about this longer than you're seeing it on the page, but that's the reason why I sped it up and did the voiceover. All right, so when it comes to nutrition, I am definitely, I'm just trying to keep it balanced and trying to keep it healthy. Got some more lab work done. My cholesterol is still not where I want it to be. I don't have high cholesterol, but my bad cholesterol is just a little bit over the good range. So it's just in that yellow zone. So I want to bring it back down. So I am going to try to cut back on the red meat, which is funny that I'm saying that because as of filming this video, I just fixed me some tacos. But yeah. So tomorrow. No, probably the next day because I have leftovers tomorrow. But yeah, so I kind of want to have chicken and seafood and things like that as my protein. As well as protein powders, but just try to, cut back on the red meats and maybe even the pork, just to see if it helps bring, my cholesterol levels back to normal range. And then, I want to stick with the no gluten. I've been doing pretty well with the low dairy, and I kind of want to go ahead and, make it a point to make sure I have veggies for lunch and dinner. I know it sounds so simple, but for me, sometimes I just eat something that is almost similar to a snack. It pretty much is a snack for like lunch. So there's no veggies, let alone nutritional value in there. So yeah, I need to make it a point to do that. And then I put fruits as part of breakfast. Of course, I can eat fruits more than that, but I figured that is a good thing to get something nutritional and healthy at all 3 meals. Because, for breakfast, sometimes I'll just do eggs or I'll just do like oatmeal, but I want to add something else to it. So that's that. And then wellness is pretty simple. I just said, vitamins and supplements. I want to stay on top of that. And then I want to kind of make sure I focus on some types of relaxation exercises. Maybe one day I'll be okay with doing some meditation, but that's probably a ways away from now because I just can't figure out how to turn the brain off. All right, let's chat about these daily pages that I am setting up. So, the first one that you saw me do previously, I just used washi. Most of that washi came from Simply Gilded. I think one roll, the roll that looked very summery with the like flamingos and pool floaties and things like that, I think that might have came from Planny Things. But yeah, I just figured, hey, let's just do a washi tape spread. So that's what I did there. This one, obviously, I'm using a magazine page, and I'm going to add some of the blooms from Martina's Sticker Company. You'll see a lot of stickers from Martina's Sticker Company throughout this spread or throughout these spreads. I do have my discount code as well as affiliate link down in the description box if you want to save any money. All of their stickers come in both printables and tangibles. Yay. All of mine are printables though. I do the printable versions. But yeah, back to chatting about this. So I do like to have enough space on that blank page, the page that has the annoying header that says space of infinite possibilities. And then at the bottom, it says like journaling, drawing, passion planner. We don't need that. We really don't. Like, we can figure it out on our own. Plus, there's instructions at the beginning of the planner that tells us how to use the planner. I really wish they would remove that. With that said, the planner that I'm currently using, I believe it's a really, really old release, like 2 to 3 years old. I got it like heavily clearanced on Pi Day for like $314. So, if I stick with getting clearance planners, even if they change that, I probably wouldn't get a planner with that update for years from now. But whatever, let me get back to what I'm chatting about. Yeah, so on that page, because I am going to be adding strength training back into my workouts, that page is actually going to become even more useful, and I'm going to need even more space. And you will see there's a few spreads that I create where space might be an issue, but we'll see. I'll just have to write smaller. Because I want to record the weight sizes that I use for each of the workouts. So like if I do a leg day, I want to record every single exercise within that program and then the weight size that I use. So it does take up a lot of space. When I'm just doing bar or Pilates and, I might be using like bands or something like that, I will just write that information in that big open space that's on the left-hand side. And that one I think just says blank space or something like that, or free space. That will fit there, so I really don't have to add anything to this right-hand page. But when I lift weights, I do. And then the other thing I use the right-hand page for is just to kind of journal about my overall wellness, any aches and pains. If I do not go in this journal one day, or I call it a journal because it's kind of what I'm doing. I'm tracking everything. So I'm kind of journaling rather than planning. But if I don't go in it, tomorrow, then when I go into it on Friday, what I will end up doing is maybe going on Friday's spread and journaling a little bit about Thursday. Like if I didn't go into this particular planner because I had a migraine, then I may note that on Friday's journaling spread. I might say Thursday, August the 7th, I did not work out. I had a bad migraine. It was probably like a level 3 out of 5, blah, blah, blah. So that's usually how I use it. And with that said, so yes, I am not in this planner every day, or I do not write in this journal every day. I really want to. This is a 3-month journal that has like 93 daily pages. This this will last me 4 months because I'm pretty much just halfway through now and I started using it in June. So, I mean, that's a good thing, right? I get more life out of it than I was supposed to. Fortunately for me, they do have 4 monthly calendars, so I can easily get the 4 months without being inconvenienced. Yay. I think that's really all I need to chat about. I have done flip throughs of this particular planner. I probably will do flip throughs again at the end of the month. So if you want to see more about how I use it and things of that nature, you can check out some of those videos. I generally track everything when it comes to health and wellness. So energy, stress, what I eat it, all goes in this planner. So that therefore there's a lot of ink on these pages. So it does fill up. So I think what I'm going to do now is turn the music on, let you kind of finish watching me do these setups, which I said they're all a little bit different. So hopefully you guys will find that interesting. And then I will pop back in at the end to wrap everything up. All right, guys, here we go. So I did 5 completely different spreads. Yes, I definitely want to make this look cute because, you know, I guess we'll call this like my fitness and wellness memory keeper. Like right now it's my tracker or my journal, whatever you want to call it. But after it's finished, it's going to be my memory keeper, and I'm going to put it up and then refer to it later when I want to look back at any type of symptoms or any type of things like that. So yes, that's the reason why I want to make it look cute. So this was a washi only spread. I think it looks really cute. So I do have enough space here to journal if I want to. This one, of course, this was the inspiration, just like a little clip from a magazine. Just tore out a page of a magazine, took an image, and then just added to it. This was fun. You know, you have all these like little square boxes and never know what to do with it. Well, there we go. I got rid of a whole bunch of them in one go. This was fun. This is very, very simplistic, almost like how simplistic the washi spread is, but it just looks really cute. Remember, this is going to be all filled in with pen, so I really don't need to fill it much up. And then this is super cute. This one took probably the longest because I was like hunting for like that kind of yellow that matched the Martina Sticker Company stickers. This ended up looking so cute. It might be one of my faves. Who would have thought? All right, guys, I do hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing some different ways to like create some of these pages in your journals or planners or what have you, just using some old stickers, some magazines, some washi, whatever you have, and just making it work for you. If you enjoyed this video, please press that like button. If you have yet to subscribe, I hope you would also consider subscribing to my channel. That is all I have for now. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.